Hello and welcome to Your California Life. I'm your host, Desiree Shepard. If you're looking to buy a home or car, our credit plays a huge factor on what we're able to purchase. Here to help educate us on the importance of understanding credit scores and how to improve your own for Credit Education Month is the General Manager of FICO Score, Sally Taylor. Hi, Sally.
Hi, Desiree.
Hello. Well, Sally, can you explain what is a FICO score and why is it so important?
Sure. A FICO score summarizes your credit report into a three-digit number. Credit reports are maintained by the three credit bureaus, Experian and Equifax and TransUnion. And the FICO score looks at things like how long you've had credit, how much credit you have, how much of your available credit is being used, and if you've paid on time. The FICO score helps lenders determine how likely you are to repay the loan. And this in turn affects how much you can borrow and how much it will cost you via the interest rate.
Yeah, a credit score definitely impacts a lot. And what can people do to improve their FICO score?
Yes. So the good news is that the FICO score is dynamic. It changes with your credit behavior. Your FICO score today doesn't have to be your FICO score tomorrow. There are several things a consumer can do to improve their FICO score, including staying up to date on your credit bills, pay them on time, and only pay for or apply for the credit that you need. Consumers can also actively monitor their FICO score. Research has shown that consumers who frequently check their FICO score are more likely to have a higher credit score.
I like that you pointed out to apply for the credit that you need. Even though it might be offered to you, you don't need all of it. So how can people monitor their FICO score best?
Yeah, that's a great question. First, it's really important that you're looking at your actual FICO score, because that's the score that 90% of lenders use. If it doesn't say FICO score, it's most likely not the FICO score. There are several ways that you can monitor your FICO score. Over 200 financial institutions give their customers free access to the FICO scores that they use to manage those accounts. So many people receive their FICO scores through their institution on their monthly statements or on their mobile app or their web portal. You can also go to myfico.com to monitor your FICO score.
And can a FICO score help people with no credit history, including young adults or immigrants?
Yeah, the good news there is that lenders want to include new borrowers, but those that have limited credit history pose a bit of a challenge for lenders' ability to assess their credit risk. So to help this, FICO has led the way in the use of alternative data. We've introduced scores like FICO Score XD and the Ultra FICO Score, which enhance traditional credit bureau data with alternative data, like how you pay your telco or your utilities or your public record information or information from your checking and savings account. In fact, we score 90% of credit eligible consumers in the US. The other important thing is that we're committed to financial education. We created a program called Score a Better Future, and it helps consumers understand their credit and their overall financial health. Our next virtual event will be held this April, and it's free. And your viewers can go to scoreabetterfuture.com for more information.
Yeah, it's important. Learning about our credit is an ongoing journey. And is there anything else you would like to add?
Yes, FICO developed the initial FICO score more than 30 years ago to eliminate subjective bias in loan decisions. Before FICO, human bias could play a factor in the decision. FICO scores don't consider race or age or gender or marital status. We support making the financial system more inclusive, and that benefits everyone, consumers, to gain access to mainstream financial products, and lenders so they can safely expand their customer base to more borrowers.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people appreciate hearing that, making it more inclusive. Sally, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for more on improving your score, visit myfico.com.